Hi guys, it's Andrew here from Eastonmade Wood Splitters today, and welcome back to the Eastonmade channel. I am out here in the wood yard today. It is 25-26 degrees. It's kind of humid and a little bit sticky. So today's video is going to be about the current economic situation in the world and what my thoughts are on it. I had a good friend of mine that had bought a splitter off me several years ago. Mike had bought a splitter quite a few years ago, and he had asked me to do this video. Because he was thinking it could help a lot of people out and kind of get my take on them. Am I an expert in this? No, I'm not. I am not an expert in this at all. I am a mechanic. I am a redneck man from small town Ontario, Canada here. I am not a, I am very uneducated. However, I have been blessed with good fortune for the most part. I've had good people around me. I've had good success in building my business. So take this with a grain of salt, guys. It may not be right for you. It may not have all the answers, but I hope this will help you out if you are struggling or if you are having a difficult time. So myself, growing up, I spent an awful pile of time with my grandpa Sweeney, my mom's father, in a fishing boat in the middle of nowhere. This man was a World War II veteran. He was part of the British 7th Armored Division. These guys were the Desert Rats up until 1942. In 1942, my grandpa joined. He volunteered at the age of 16 years old to go overseas, and he was part of the Italian campaign. He was able to miss the Desert Rat part of it. He's thankful for that because that's probably why he's still alive. So on that note, guys, Grandpa, like I said, he wasn't very old when he went over there. He was 16, 17 years old when he went overseas. He's still alive today. He's 97 years old. Lives up in the middle of nowhere still, and yeah, like I said, I got to spend an awful pile of time in a fishing boat with this man, and I think a lot of his experiences and his demeanor and his outlook on things, I think a lot of it is rubbed off on me. Like I said, I spent a lot of time with him, and I've been incredibly fortunate for that, because I've kind of had two different male role models in my life. My dad's very hyper, very excited. He's very quick, where my grandfather, he is not. He moves at the same speed regardless of what's happening or what's going on around him. And I think right now that's what a lot of people need to do. You don't panic, guys. That was a big thing he said. He said, you panic and you're gonna die. If you get frantic, you're gonna put yourself out there and it's not gonna be good. So he always preached to always think through things and do not get excited about things, is when you do that, you're not in a proper state. And I think that's what's going on in the world right now. There's a lot of people are panicking. A lot of people are frantic. There's a lot of terrible news. The economy, rising costs of fuel, rising costs of food, labor shortages. There's lots of doom and gloom, guys. Don't panic. Do not panic. This is a blip. If you look at the economy of the Western world the last 100 years, it goes like this. So do not panic. This is the part where we're down here. It's going to come right back up here, and it's typically a 5-year, 10-year cycle on it. You'll normally have a bit of a blip every 5 years. Every 10 years, you're going to have some sort of lull. Because without having a valley, you will never have a mountain again. You cannot go high unless you go low. Remember that. That's what this is, guys. This is just a little bit of a blip. And again, I think with today too, the hard thing about this is the workforce has changed a lot. The workforce has changed an awful lot, guys. People today don't seem to want to work hard, and I say that with a building full of people that work incredibly hard. But that being said, physical manual labor, the guy out there slinging chainsaw behind a skidder, cutting hitch, that doesn't happen anymore. It's all mechanized. Same as firewood. The more mechanized you make it, the easier it is on the person to do it. And I think that is the steps that, if you're in business or you're starting out a business, those are the steps you need to take, is to be able to get more mechanized. And then typically when you do that, you will find that you're going to hire more quality employees. That being said, guys, you want to make sure you are hiring quality employees. Don't hire just anybody. Just because they're breathing and they have a pulse, don't hire them. Don't hire them because they're a friend of the family or buddies, your neighbor's nephew, uncle or whatever. He's you needed a job. You got to hire good people. It's nice to help people out, but you have to hire good quality people for your business. You have to have good people coming through the door. You have to do that, because without hiring good people, you won't attract good people. You won't get the good people. Unless you're patient and hold off for the good employees, you won't get them. And again, you have to have a culture around your workplace that's inviting for that people want to come and work there. If it's a hostile spot, guys, people aren't going to want to come. If it's a spot that's stressful, they're not going to want to come. That being said, guys, there's no reason for a workplace to be stressful at all. I don't care why. You could be doing heart surgery. You could be doing anything. There's no reason for a workplace to be stressful if you plan correctly. If you plan correctly, this should not be a stressful thing. Everybody needs to go to work. Everybody needs to have a job. The more pleasant you make this, the better it's going to be for everybody involved. And again, a lot of it just comes down to planning, guys. Peter Mahoney, I think it was Peter Mahoney or Glenn, I can't think what Glenn's last name is. My wife's a hairstylist. We've talked about these guys before. But that was their big thing. Failing to plan is planning to fail. So if you wake up in the morning, you don't have a plan, you don't know which direction you're going to go in, or the people around you, they're not going to know which direction to go in. It's a lot easier to walk through the woods when there is a hard beaten path or a trail. But if you're just going to go through the woods with a bunch of slash and trees in front of you, you're going to have a hell of a time walking across it. So have a plan. That's key there, guys. And in terms of hiring, again, hiring quality people, people want to have structure. People want to know what's going to happen tomorrow. People want to know how you're going to respond to things. People need that. You need that. So if you respond to something negatively one time and then positively the next, it's not going to work, guys. People are not going to know what the hell to expect out of you. So it's just not the way to do it, because you're just not going to win with that. And it's no different with anybody. Grown people, children are a perfect example of this. If you are not consistent in your discipline or your instructions, people are not going to know how to respond to it, and they don't take kindly to that. So you got to make sure that you are on the ball with this. And the workplace you have is inviting for good quality people. And I'm not saying that most places aren't, but you really need to. I find a lot of entrepreneurs, I find a lot of people in business kind of fly off the handle about little stuff. They do. And I think it's part of it, guys. Like, if you invest a lot of money, you have pressure of paying bills and all that kind of stuff. But there's no need for that pressure to rub off onto anybody else that's working with you. Because believe me, that guy that's working for you, he's got bills to pay too. He's got family to pay. He's got a family at home. He might have a family member that's sick too. So you just need to remember that you're not the only person that has these feelings and going through the same struggles. Everybody is. So the more pleasant you can be while you go about this, the more structure you can have when you're doing this, the more success you're going to have doing this. So that's kind of my take on it, guys. If you liked the video, give her a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button on the bottom. If you leave a comment, you will be entered into a draw to win some swag. I will probably draw this probably next week sometime. I try to do like a weekly draw, so just make sure you enter or drop a comment below and you will be entered to win some Eastonmade swag, a hat, a shirt, what have you. And anyways, guys, just drop a comment. Let me know what you think. If you want me to do more of these videos, I don't mind doing them at all. Again, I just want to try and help you out. I want to help people out. I want your business to grow. I want you to do well. That is my main focus here, in building good equipment and trying to help people out. As I want you guys to do well, because it's really nice to see people succeeding. It's awesome. It's nice to see people being pleasant and happy with what they got. So anyways, guys, I really hope to see you on the next one, and take care.